Bong, 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 bong. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to the Shout Out Show, the show that gives you the shout if you give us the shout. We have a special guest in the house today. Met him this morning and thought, boss, would you come along and be on the Shout Out Show with us? And he says, no problem, Ray, we'll be there. So he's on time even as well, and it's great to know that he's in the house, and it's like a bit of an audience. It sort of feels like I'm on show. But anyway, folks, hope you're all keeping well, and if anyone's out there wants to share our post, just hit the share button, send it out to your friends, and share the Shout Out Show, the show that gives you the shout. A lot of S is going in there. So let's start off our Shout Out Show. We'd like to thank Damien Dunleavy for once again introducing our show today. Damien made a comeback twice this week, and haven't seen him shared on his page yet, but maybe he might. We rocked it up a bit. So if all the friends of Damien Dunleavy out there, the famous plumber, just check it out and maybe share it out, because it really rocks this one. We're after just giving a little bit of TikTok. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's start off our shout-out show with Jenny O'Sullivan. Jenny sent us in a message here, and she would like to thank the Irish Wheelchair Association in Cork. They have looked after her dramatically and fantastically for the last couple of months, and she used to call into them every day, and now things have changed. They're calling out to see her, so you must be a very, very popular girl. Jenny O'Sullivan and all your friends in the Irish Wheelchair Association in Cork. Big shout out to you from Mullingar. In Mullingar, we got the hashtag on. Just sort of put a little bit of a white colour to it today, just to make it a little bit different. And my nose looks a bit red. Could be from the rain. Okay, live music on Sunday night in Daly's, 7:30 to 9. Woo-hoo. If you need to get down here, call to Daly's in Mullingar. If anyone has their phone number, ring it, because no one's going to answer it. I don't know what the word has come to. Maybe send them a Facebook message. But if you want to get a table down there, there's only a couple of tables available. And the boys are coming in. It's the Toxic House Collection. They're going to be live. This is the first live Mullingar gig, I think, of this month. Oh, so look, guys, the Mullingar music machine is alive. And it's going to be down in Daly's on Sunday night, 7:30 to 9, and they might do maybe till 9:05 if they're going well. Okay, delighted to say that the Mullingar app is up and running, brought to you by MullingarTidyTowns.com. It's a walking heritage trail of the town, and you can download the app on Apple or Android stores, or just simply Google Mullingar app and take it down there. So it brings you around the town. There's a lot, I think it's about 12 or 13 different stories, and you can just put the headphones on and just walk around the town and check out the history on your own. It's all free, and it's coming to you from the Mullingar Tidy Towns. So we'd like to congratulate Bill Collentine, who is Tidy Towns chairman, as well as Mullingar Town Mayor. And not forgetting Jason McKevitt and Ger O'Connor, Sean McGee and Sarah Jane Foster. They are the people who put the power behind this event and this app. So the best of luck to you guys. And if anyone wants to download it, because if you're all over the world, you can actually go on a trip around Mullingar just listening to the app. Okay, so let's continue. Oh yeah, big shout out, and a place to check out is Loch Crew. Loch Crew, Magal Methalithic Centre, and that's in Loch Crew, somewhere just not too far from Mullingar. It's fantastic. It's got earths. I just seen it this morning. It's got its own earths. It's got glamping. It's got camping vans and camping going on there, and it has all the history as well, just thrown in for your pleasure. Okay, a big shout out to all our birthdays. We have a great birthday coming in here for Deirdre Bracken from Mullingar, in Mullingar, and a happy birthday to you, Deirdre. Martina Poynton, and she's in Delvin. A happy birthday to you. James Gagan, who's in Terrace Pass, a happy birthday to you. Damien Malloy from Ballymore, a happy birthday to you. And Tom Power from Collinstown. That's the great singer Tom Power, and that comes in from all his family. And Marie Brennan from Terrace Pass, a happy birthday to you. And Sumpta Collins, a happy birthday to you. We got Marie Brennan from Terrace Pass, and Sheila McGovern, a happy birthday to you. And May Martin Golding comes in from Dangan, happy birthday to you. And Christopher Thomas Cox comes in from Multifarnham, and a fantastic shout out to you, sir. Great to know that your birthday is today. Thomas Marr, hello to you. He's looking in on Instagram. We have people looking in probably on our WhatsApp as well. Okay, not to worry. We'll get to everyone in a few minutes. Just say hello to you all the guys. But we have gentleman, born, bred and reared in Mullingar, but left and went to become an entrepreneur, a philanthropist. This man is just a legend, and he comes back to Mullingar and is always singing the praises of Mullingar, and it's great that our diaspora is always coming in and out and saying hello, and especially with saying hello here on our Facebook page. But I seen him this morning and says, do you know what, it'd be great if we got Robert F. McDermott to join us on the bus. So let's turn around our cameras to Robert. Yes, the colourful boy that is Robert. And let me turn around my main camera here as well. Houston, come in, you're a good thing.
Are we there?
We are there, we are on board. Robert, how are you getting on?
Very good, very pleased to be in Ray's Facebook world.
Definitely
in this
is.
bus. It's fabulous.
Thank you very, very much. And thank you for joining us. Robert, you left Mullingar when?
Oh, when I was 20,
Yeah.
which is a few weeks ago now.
Yeah.
About 37 years ago.
You went to the Tech, which is now known as the Community College, and you headed to England. What qualifications did you have heading to England?
I had a degree in economics and a diploma in something else. And
Oh, right, you went to college as well?
yeah, up in Dublin.
Ah, right.
4 years heavy drinking.
4 years heavy drinking and learning how to fit into London. When you got to London, what did you do?
I started work as a quantity surveyor.
Right.
For some of the big practices, and then I moved over to the dark side of it, working for the subcontractors.
Right, right.
Particularly I worked for a very mad brickwork subcontractor, Ben Barrett. Great times. There's a book in it every week. Amazing times.
How did you get involved with this bunch? Was it a drinking session, or how did you how did you get the start, as I say?
I came across them through the Irish network in London.
Right.
And Ben offered me a job that had no description to it, but it was double the money that I was on.
Right.
So off we went from there, and to this day I still do a lot of brickwork.
Right.
And at the moment, as we speak, I've a Maserati in London being wrapped in brickwork.
Go on.
So I will ping it on. I pick it up on the 21st, I think.
So is it starting to get rusty? Did you put the bricks on it, or what?
No. Just as I do a bit of brickwork, and I'm a bit short of work, folks. If you want some nice work done, you know. I need to whip up a bit of apathy.
Right, okay, good idea. Yeah, a bit of promotion.
So I'm a bit fed up with the colour of the car, so I thought, let's do it all in brickwork.
You're a big man into cars now. I mean, you have a Maserati and you burnt one not too long ago as well.
A Mustang.
A Mustang Sally. What happened to Sally?
She went for a tumble on the roof in Belgium.
Oh, sugar.
A new Mustang. Wasn't my finest moment, I must confess.
God above. And tell me, did you crank the car, yeah? It went?
Oh, yeah.
God above. What happened?
I was doing the legal limit on the motorway.
300
I
miles.
put the boot down, and I probably hit a patch of oil and just too much power through the back wheels.
Oh.
And it was on its roof in seconds.
Anyway, you're on your own, were you?
I was with my son.
Oh,
my
God.
son Pierre. Hello, Pierre. Sorry about that.
Tell me, so everything worked out. You got out of the car and
Out of it fine,
no dramatics after.
It crashed really well. I can say that.
So right, you got this job with the Brick Lad in London, and then where did it go from there?
I stayed with Ben for 7 years. Had great times, mad stuff. Then I joined another big Irish outfit, Duffy Construction. who were at a bit of a low point when I joined. I sent them lower. No, we had great times. I was there 13 years, doing some of the biggest, most complex jobs in London.
Wow.
A lot of structural alterations, that sort of stuff.
Give us an idea of some of the work that you have been doing the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years. Do you do old buildings and then just restore them or what?
At the moment, on the Strand in London, we're kind of demolishing the bottom 3 stories of a 8-storey building.
How old is the building?
Propping it up. It's 1880s.
God above.
So
So you're knocking out 3 floors and then carrying the rest?
Yeah, jacking the building up without cracking it or demolishing it. Building in new structures, new foundations.
What's the foundations like in London? Is there much stuff when you start digging?
Well, from the 1880s, there's no real foundations.
Ah, right.
So we've got to underpin. And very often, once we're underpinning, we'll put in a new basement as well.
Ah, excellent,
We've
yeah.
done a job at the top of the Strand, the ME Hotel, which has my pyramid in it. I've done the best pyramid in London,
Wow.
the ME Hotel. But we put in 118 piles, I think, 18 metres down into the ground, supported the whole building. And then we dug another basement level there. So look up the pyramid in the ME Hotel on the Strand.
Excellent. So look, coming back to Mullingar, what do you think of the town of Mullingar? You love the town.
It's got great life in it. I mean, I live in the centre of London, and it's pretty and everything, but there is no live music. It is shite. The pubs can't get a licence, and even if they could, they prefer to put the PA on.
Exactly, yeah.
So Mullingar is flying. Myself and Michelle Sherwood, who's there.
Hello.
we run WTF Gig Guide Mullingar.
That's
So
right.
I was coming back to Mullingar saying, what's on?
Yeah.
And 2 of Michelle's sons are in bands here. And even they couldn't really tell me what was on.
Yeah.
So in the end, I decided, let's organise it, do a listings page.
Yeah.
So every day, apart from the COVID period now, for the last couple of years, we've been listing every gig in the town.
Yeah.
Usually from London, actually, we run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's about 130 current live bands in Mullingar. They're listed on our page. I mean, that's more than all of London, I'd say. There's over 20 venues for gigs in the town, all within a few hundred metres of each other. That is unbelievable in London terms. In London terms, you might have one in Camden, then you'd have to hop on the tube or get in a taxi, change somewhere.
But in London at one time, was it any different? Was it different? Like in the 80s, 90s? No?
It's never had a good live music scene. It's got good concert venues for Eric Clapton and the like.
Yeah, it's all big venues, yeah.
We had breakfast next to him
Oh,
a
yeah,
couple of years
a couple
ago by
years ago.
chance. You know,
Yeah.
he's in the Royal Albert Hall and that sort of thing. But as for a live music scene of, you know, a few guys, couple of guitars and fun, it doesn't exist in London.
It doesn't, no, but the beauty of it is in Mullingar, we're always saying what we are and what we're not, but I think what the most important thing is that we promote the town for its music, because we have superstars,
Yeah.
just superstars coming out of the town, you know.
Phenomenal.
One thing I'm doing at the moment, with some help from yourself, Ray, and others, is updating the Wikipedia entry for Mullingar on music, seeing if we can get that done. Because it's a very live scene, it's evolving the whole time. There's some tremendous acts, and this Sunday night, as you said, the Tonic House Collective are playing in dailies. Just the talent there is enormous.
Will they be singing in that one?
They will, yeah.
They will do this bit of singing, yeah. 'Cause
Polly Martin is.
Polly is on, yeah.
Yeah,
And Steve, my son, and
yeah. So that will be fantastic. But the quality is amazing in the town. You've got the Academic, Bobby and the Blunts, Good Strangers, amazing voice. So if you look at WTF Gig Guide, we put clips up of them. Now in the COVID period, I was running out of material, to be brutally honest, because, you know,
We've
it
nothing
wasn't
current.
a live scene, but
Yeah.
it looks like it's coming back now.
Yeah, well, hopefully this will be the beginning of it in all the pubs. Like, say, Dailies will set the parameter. I mean, they have the beer garden so that people can go outside and watch them and
Yeah.
book their tables, organise their drinks and enjoy the show. And it's early enough because it starts at 7,
Yeah.
7,
And it's a
half 7.
fabulous new beer garden.
Haven't seen it
I was
yet.
there last night.
Yeah, they're set up. They were really set up for the Cayley, like.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
fantastic. And Caffrey's is looking very good now.
I haven't been yet, yeah.
I just had a look in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
Smithies is looking great. Yeah.
Smithies is
Yes.
they're up there.
Yeah,
They've
and
got
yourselves?
the new roof terrace.
Yeah, we done a little bit of work
Yeah,
in
you
our own
did.
place, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Roland's, yeah.
the gravel is open. Hopefully they'll start music. I see Danny Burns is another
Yeah.
great music pub, so hopefully they will be up and running as well. Maybe they can start in the beer garden.
Yeah.
That to say we'll get a movement on here. But what can we do to make it any better? Only do what we're doing, huh?
Yeah, keep publicising the town. One thing I'm trying to do is I was on the old rail trail cycling up to Athlone. And there's no cafe on that. No cafe. We need a cafe on the old rail trail. So I was chatting to Hazel Smith, one of councillors
Okay.
with the Green Party, seeing if we can get a cafe on the rail trail and maybe on the other side in a field a 1 kilometre strip of tarmac.
Okay.
I used to do a few duathlons in London near Heathrow.
Mm-hmm.
They got a 1 mile strip of tarmac, and you can do run, bike, run. The running club have it one night, the cycling club for time trials, the women's only jogging club. During the day, people walking.
How far would that be out?
Just
a few miles from Heathrow, but
Yeah.
it's an inexpensive.
But a few miles from Mullingar, like.
Oh,
Just at the start.
The site I would like is the old racetrack in Mullingar.
Yeah.
And bring racing back to it, but people this time. Give the horses a rest.
Yeah, good idea.
And it's inexpensive. We can tarmac from one side of the country to the other. So why not a strip of tarmac, 5 metres wide? Doesn't have to be road quality for HGVs. Maybe some heavy cyclists. And let people race, train off-road, away from the traffic, where it's a community thing. You can meet people, chat.
Exactly, and have a drink after or whatever, coffee after.
So I've got a proposal made up. I've pinged it round this morning. Cycling club, tri club, running club. I've a proposal made up called Spin City. Just a name, a working name. And let's see if we can get some backing to make Mullingar Spin City. It's midway, sort of coast to coast. When the Greenway opens up Dublin to Galway, we're kind of midway, and there'll be a huge traffic of
As there is. I mean, I walked last night, and the amount of people I met out running, walking, jogging. So it'd be actually a great way of saying, "Shall I meet you at the field or whatever," or make their way to there and do their lap and be social as well. You know what I mean?
Have a coffee. Just outside Mullingar, the old rail trail is parallel to the canal, which is another walkway facility. So if we could tie it all up together, a cafe there, 1 kilometre strip of tarmac in a field, undulating a bit, and it's a great facility. Every town has your normal sports club with a gym, and it's a bit boring to train indoors the whole time.
Yeah.
Racing outside, I know it can rain a bit, but most cyclists and runners are used to that.
Exactly, especially living in Ireland. So look, guys, thanks a million for coming on board the bus, and it's great to know that you are, as I say, so passionate about Mullingar, from Aspra and originally from Mullingar. So if anyone's out there and has any ideas that they want to share with us, coming back to Mullingar and sharing what goes on in their lives as well as what goes on in ours, we'd be delighted with any messages that you can send us and any ideas. So I'm just bringing my camera back here and just saying hello to everyone who looked in or who is looking in. So Jenny's looking in and she's giving us a weather forecast for Cork. Mary Cross looking in from she's looking in from Shard in Somerset. Mary Cross again. Mary Cross, cheers Mary, you're very busy. Kathleen Dunn is there. Joan's looking in. Margaret Garrity, hello. Catherine Brown, hello to you. Noreen, Martina Cullen, Liz Farrell, how's it going? Karina Ball looking in from Holland using the hashtag from Mullingar in Mullingar. You couldn't buy it. Fair play to her. And Dimpna Egerton is greetings from Sydney. Wow, fantastic. Audrey is looking in there. Audrey usually sits in the front seat and it's a virtual bus. And Carmen Kennedy is a big shout out there. Hope you're all well. We are indeed. Carmen, she's in London. Sean Breen is looking in from Australia down there. And in, Patrick is saying good afternoon. So all our friends looking in on Instagram, all our friends looking in from Mullingar, in Mullingar, watching the Shout Out show with the 12 bongs and our special guest, our friends the whole way from London. So once again, thank you very much for being with us, and we will chat to you soon. God bless. Thanks for looking in, guys. Sharing is caring. Bye. Done.